Good day to all you glorious Rascallion Resonators, you absolute legends. The name is FOXSOL. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to some more Wuthering Waves, and hopefully wherever you're at, you're having a glorious day. Today's conversation of topic is going to be a very simple one. Is who do I believe is the best support in Wuthering Waves as of current? And right now, as you can see, we are running WutheringWaves 1.3, and the Shorekeeper has just recently popped out. We have Varana, we have GLYTCH, and we also have GLYTCH, 4 supports. But who, in my honest opinion, is the absolute best support that you can run on any team? Well, kick your feet up, grab a cold one, relax a little bit, and let's dive into the conversation. I am pretty sure you can already figure out who I'm about to talk about. And you're right. We're talking about GLYTCH. GLYTCH, a 4-star Glacio healer. Support character that you get for free in this game. Is absolutely probably one of the best units that I value the most over all other supports. Not just because I like the character's design, not just because I like, you know, beautiful Asian MILFs, if you would. It's because I honestly appreciate exactly what GLYTCH does for my team. So, I know a lot of people out there are going to disagree with this, and you have the full right to disagree with this, but if you hear me out real quick, let me explain my point of view of the reason why I regard GLYTCH as legitimately the best, you know, support you can run. First and foremost, we have the Shorekeeper. What does the Shorekeeper do? Shorekeeper comes in, does a crit rate buff, does a crit damage buff, 12.5%, 25%. And as well as that, if you duper, you can get an attack, you know, bonus percentage that goes all the way up to 40% with an additional 70% healing bonus. Pretty good, but that's requiring the dupage. You have Varana, another 5-star support that you can go ahead and use that helps with attack buffing. And, you know, does her job really well with healing as well. We have GLYTCH, who provides a actual healing of, like, I think it's like 2,700 at max. That, you know, it's a flat rate, but, you know, her attack, if you build her based on attack, she straight up, you know, helps with building that of her shield around your team. So she supports in 2 different ways, not only with healing, but with providing an additional shield to help, you know, your team to get any damage really to their life. But with these characters, you know, they have little flashy assets to them. What does GLYTCH provide? GLYTCH provides healing, a little attack buffing, and pretty much healing. GLYTCH is absolutely not a flashy based character for what she does. GLYTCH is a character that, in all honest to God, she does her job, she does it efficiently, she does it very well, and there is no other character that I think honestly comes close to that. What I mean by this is that you have your supports. Like I said, we could take a look at them real quickly right here. You have the Shorekeeper, which, you know what, there's still a lot of foreplay that must happen in order to get the crit rate and the crit damage. You have to build up to her alt. You have to make sure you have 250 energy regen in order to max out the crit rate and the crit damage. This is a character that requires, you know, to get the alt. Then you have to do an intro skill with one of the characters. Then you have to do another intro skill in order to unlock the domain 3 times in order to get the full benefit. There's a lot of foreplay. There's a lot of stuff that goes on just to get these additional buffs. Varana, is another character that, you know, you gotta dodge a lot. She's very squishy. She does heal good, don't get me wrong, she does heal good, but you have to use your skill, then you have to hold down, you know, the attack button to do that little dash and do it twice or do it 4 times, depending on your forte bar, in order to get the healing out. And she does provide, you know, a decent amount of attack buffing as well. She's really good. GLYTCH, like we've already discussed, GLYTCH also requires you to build up her forte meter to build up her skill, so that way she puts a shield on the team that will heal at the same time as holding a shield for the next 30 seconds. And to build it up takes a little while as well to get to that point. Now, with all this being said, we can go ahead and I'll showcase like this. GLYTCH is a character that straight up, I do this: hit button, hit echo, hit alt, swap. There's no fuss, there's no mess, there's no foreplay like every other character. You know, like let's just say, like in this terms of Shorekeeper, there's a lot of foreplay in order to go ahead and make this support climax and to be the absolute best. There's a lot of little intricates here, and it's not that bad, don't get me wrong. Like 100%, I do value the Shorekeeper. The Shorekeeper is a very good unit, but we had played a lot of the tactical hologram bosses, and one of the tactical hologram boss, which is showing me what possibly the future of WutheringWaves is going to be, was the newest one for 1.3, the Infernal Rider. Infernal Rider, we ran a team which was Mortefe, which was GN, and which was Shorekeeper, and pretty much the problem that came down to play was the floor is fucking lava. That is the entire problem with that entire match. With the Shorekeeper, there was no way of doing everything there was without her taking so much damage and almost dying several times, even with over 49, almost 45,000 health, and trying to push this off as fast as possible for GN, that characters were just dying. Her ult wasn't actually healing as much as my GLYTCH was, believe it or not, because even with GLYTCH's healing, it was a lot better. It was a lot more suited. With GLYTCH, it was very simple just to go in, pop my shit, get it over, get it done with, walla bing, walla boom, get GN, get more TFA going on, and then they're done. It's over. They're healed. They're ready to go. They got more than half their healing with the build that we got with 44111 Echo scheme, and they're doing really well. With other tactical hologram bosses, it wasn't so bad. With Shorekeeper or with Varana, it wasn't really that bad, but it was to prove a point that in some conditions, GLYTCH came in clutch better than that of even the Shorekeeper. I didn't need the 12.5% crit rate. I didn't need the 25%, you know, crit damage buff. What I needed, I didn't even need the 40% attack boost that I got from, you know, Summon 2. What I needed was, I needed a character to come in, basically do a couple of hits, heal, pop shield, and pop back right back into my DPS in order to continuously do damage to the Infernal Rider. And this is where, like I said to my stream in showcasing in this, is that this is why I still value GLYTCH quite a bit. And she actually does excel quite a bit with, you know, Stellar Sympathy, especially at rank 2. And it's almost like it changes her entire kit as well and makes her almost god tier, in my personal opinion. That one single weapon that you can go ahead and you can throw across on Shorekeeper, Varana, and GLYTCH, well, on GLYTCH, it works very damn well. I'm just going to say. And this is why, to this day, I still value this one support. This support right here has done so much for me. It's like Pepper Potts to Tony Stark. That's the way I was trying to describe it. She knows exactly what her job is. She knows exactly what she's supposed to do. There is no fuss. There is no mess. There is no bitching from her. She comes in and she does her job. Boom, heal, shield, swap. There's no foreplay. There's no rhyme or reason. She does exactly what her job is. And that, to me, constitutes her to be the best support. Because in certain cases, like I said, with the floor being lava with the Infernal Rider and having to lock in on that match, Baichi came in so clutch in every single attempt that we've done that, unremarkably, this 4-star character, to me, does her job super fucking well. And it's like having your office secretary that knows you better than you, that, you know what, she deserves a fucking raise. She's the one that before you even get up in the morning and get into the office, she's already got your paperwork filed. She's already got all your scheduling done. She's already called those fucking temperamental customers and told them to fuck off for you, so that way you don't have to do it. Baichi is an amazing support that, you know, yes, compared to Varana, compared to Shorekeeper on paper, she lacks. But comparable to actual gameplay, she succeeds very, very, very well. And I don't hear many people talk no more about Baichi. You know, I always heard Varana's OP. I've always heard that, you know, Shorekeeper, best support now, breaks meta. But I'm gonna tell you, those characters, in some regards, the conditioning around. I mean, Varana is a straight up squishy character. You get caught by accidentally swapping the character in the wrong time to do your healing, and you do that little jump to do your healing, and you get hit, you get juggled, and it doesn't take long for Varana to die. Baichi could take a hit. I've seen this for a damn fact. She could take one hell of a goddamn hit. Shorekeeper, the floor's lava, but I need to do all this stuff. I need to pop an echo. I need to pop my energy regen. I need to make sure that we're popping that alt as soon as possible. If I'm not popping it, you know what? It's kind of useless. Okay? It's kind of useless. Hate to tell you this. Yeah, I'll tell you like this. I've played the co-op event to where we've had Shorekeepers. I've, you know, played Shorekeeper and such. And all the Shorekeepers that we've played with struggled. The moment that I've played, you know, co-op with Baichi to show certain Shorekeepers, hey, look who's the actual healer in this. Because we need a fucking healer. We need someone who can consistently heal. Someone who can consistently be on our asses and provide support. She came in clutch a lot of times in those co-op matches. Especially if you're one of those people that was with me when this happened. That's great. There's going to be a lot of people that's going to tell you that Shorekeeper, Varana, best supports. And you know what? They're still a valued supports. I'm just saying that, you know what? I look at games in different ways. I'm not, you know, going to be a person who's a tryhard. I'm a lazy son of a bitch. I'm a casual player. I try to play this game with the least amount of effort. And I tell you what, sometimes that comes in handy. It kind of does. In some case scenarios, it does seem like it comes in handy sometimes. But I digress. I'll leave it with that to you guys. I'll leave the comment section open to you guys to go ahead and, you know what, tell me what your thoughts is. Do you think that, you know, Baichi is a well worth support? Do you disagree with my opinion? Because I look at this like this to you, and I'll say it like this. I look at this game straight up like a fighting game. Sometimes you have to counterpick your opponent. And Baichi is sometimes an overlooked character, an overlooked asset that can be the greatest counterpick to a certain situation. Whether it's in Tower of Adversity, whether it's against the Infernal Rider, you know. Baichi herself is an absolute character that I think that you know what? If you haven't tried her really, do me a solid. I have a BaiChi guide video. Go take a look at it and give her a shot. Seriously. And see what she can do for your team over Varana and over the Shorekeeper and even over Jianchi. All right. Comment section's open. Leave your comments down below. Like the video if you liked it. Dislike if you didn't like it. Either way, it's a free country. There's no judgment here on this channel. And you know what? If you like this type of content, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more. So, have a good one, you guys. Keep it classy. Keep it jazzy. Always keep it real. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.